Welcome. I'll be reacting to Blake 7, Season 1, Episode 3. Remember, this is a commentary. It is not a market substitute. Please support the original. And no spoilers in the comments. That includes anything in the future, character appearances, actors, and locations. Alright, Friar Tuck. That actually looks pretty good. I wouldn't say no to it.
Federation ship bringing in prisoners.
Prisoners? New souls for the faith.
Uh-oh. Got a cult going on?
How long before
What happened
we
to
make
the
that
red coffee
first
cup?
start?
I'll run a check.
Are the prisoners quiet?
Yes, sir. Doesn't look very hospitable, sir.
What?
That's the point.
Cygnus Alpha.
Handgun?
It's a bit elaborate for a toothpick.
Depends how elaborate their teeth were.
That one is
Oh, you're only allowed one.
What is it?
There seems to be an armory.
Take that one there.
Be careful, though. It may be hot.
No, I don't think so.
Because she doesn't have one.
There are a lot of controls that I haven't dared touch yet.
Well, I doubt whether we'd understand the manual, so go ahead and try one. Go on.
Well, don't blame me if
I
it's
don't know about
self-destruct. Here we go.
Okay, that must be hyperspeed.
So did I.
Negative hyperspace.
Do you think we crossed the antimatter interface?
That's impossible.
That's what they said about the light barrier.
It'll just be like disco lights.
Something of an anticlimax.
Something in my mind asking... answering.
A neural interface of some kind?
Please state speed and course.
I want a course for the Earth Federation penal planet Cygnus Alpha.
Galactic Center coordinates are confirmed.
Speed?
Standard?
Standard speed.
I don't think it means us any harm.
It has no feelings about us at all.
It's like
It's just a
Rami
machine.
on Andromeda.
You say so. I will go to the place of rebirth.
But what about your dinner?
I handled the computer analysis for a research project into matter transmission. It was based on a new alloy.
A transporter.
Have they solved the problem of living matter?
And if they have, could we teleport down to the surface of the planet without ever having to land the ship?
And could you bring more devices with you and transport people back?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
The Liberator is in stationary orbit 1,000 spatial...
Oh, the Liberator.
surface.
Interesting name for a ship.
I'm gonna have to risk the teleport system. Come on.
He's like, what do I have to do with it?
They don't put penal colonies on easy living planets.
What about guards?
It's a long walk back.
That's true.
Cold as a corpse's armpit.
What's that smell?
How would you know what a corpse's armpit was like? That is clever, not releasing them until you're well away.
What else is there?
Lovely. The night is dark and full of terrors. You got to join the cult, or that happens. I guess just pretend to play along. Ooh, cool effect. Alright, try to use the communicator now.
Jenna, it appears to have worked.
How did they get all these cloaks? I mean, what did they weave the fabric out of? That's what I want to know.
A deserter. Kill him.
That was fast. Hey guys, you know the 4 minutes? Let's make it 2 minutes. Oh, I remember those stickers when I was a kid. I used to use them on the binder pages to keep the paper from ripping. How did they get all these blades? Do they have a blacksmith?
I am the servant of your god. Kneel.
I like God's taste in servants.
Shut up.
4 hours should be enough.
Are you going to bring a few extra armbands with you, though?
Do you really think we'd leave you down there?
Yes.
No, we wouldn't.
No, I don't think you would.
Avon is so delightfully chaotic neutral. Definitely a temple. I do miss the chancing from being in a convent. That was so pretty. Well, if it isn't Brian Blessed.
I am thy true servant, and from his wrath comes death.
We obey him and give thanks for his mercy.
We obey him and give
Someone
thanks
really
for his
thought out
mercy.
this liturgy. That was an unexpected casting pleasure.
I have to get rid of Blake first. You're next on my list.
That would have been very disarming if I didn't know that you meant it.
What is it? What's the matter with everybody?
How did you get here?
Never mind that now. What's wrong?
Disease. Something in the atmosphere. All new arrivals get it.
Well, can it be cured?
The priests have given us a drug.
Unless those pills they gave them caused it.
We leave here. We die.
Everybody.
Everybody.
No.
The priests call it the curse of Cygnus.
Now, you rest now. I'll be back.
I think it's all a trick that they use to control people. You think? Ooh, I like it.
I'm glad to see you haven't been wasting your time on frivolities.
What have you done?
Just looking.
At the far end. You might find it interesting.
Is it full of gold or something? Uh-oh. Where did his recall go?
I found these. Fascinating.
I was wrong to question your authority. I apologize.
You are wise. To gather followers in new worlds, new disciples, bound together and obeying the one true God.
Teach him what happens to unbelievers.
Oh dear. And then when they do a recall, they're going to bring back Brian.
Look at it.
You buy a lot of freedom with this.
You could buy anything with this, anything at all. We could own our own planet.
We're not leaving him there.
We have to. He's a crusader.
They're not going to give us the drug unless you do as they order. Without it, we die.
Tell him the rest.
I don't think you die. I think you just go into withdrawals for a while. It feels awful and you'll get better.
You can either fight or you can die. Well,
I'm with you.
Oh.
It's your last chance. All right.
Well, it's Blake's 7, not Blake's 29 or whatever.
To you.
now get the bracelets.
Oh, it's just like the Adventures of Robin Hood.
Aren't you a little premature, brother? Richard, the Lionheart! Kill him! Seize him!
Get us up there and quick. Make it fast.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Now! Come on!
Actually, keep going. Show them that there's nothing actually there. That's great. His bracelet. Oh, and he's armed. This is so bad.
Surface!
We're already moving away.
Then get it back! If you kill us, there is no way you can run the ship.
They talked earlier about what the range is. So if they're moving away, if they can just send him back, he might simply disintegrate in space, right?
And those before you built your power on fear and ruled them with it.
Yeah. Saw that coming. Too much foreshadowing for it not to happen.
Available data classifies them as Federation pursuit ships.
Better
Send
get
a
out
course
of
to take
here.
us away from them. Maximum speed.
Course and speed
Ooh.
confirmed.
When we can handle this ship properly, we'll stop running. Then we'll fight.
I was honestly surprised that Kara did not make it. She seemed like an interesting character. And they need a cleric in their party, right? But no. I do think that she really liked Gan, and that's why she tried to help him. And I can see why. He's a likable fellow. Brian Blessed was on point as the extremely charismatic, mildly evil ruler tyrant. When have we seen that before? Space 1999. There were so many questions that didn't get answered, though. Like, where did they get all the robes from? Because it kind of looked like wool of some kind. And then who figured out how to make the blades? Because they said the first round of penal colony inhabitants had no tools of any kind. And then they built that entire stone temple. I guess that just took a lot of work. And that's why he was so frustrated that people wouldn't respect him. It's a very good thing they got off the planet, though. Can you imagine just spending the rest of your life like that? I think my favorite part about this episode was exploring the ship and kind of finding all those rooms. It reminded me a little bit of early Doctor Who, and I think some of the more recent ones also mentioned it, that there's some really crazy rooms out there, like the swimming pool, the wardrobes. So it's kind of like they have their own TARDIS here. And it also gives them an excuse to rotate as many costumes as they would like. If they have a bigger budget, they can have just a different outfit every episode. If they have a smaller budget, she can be like, well, there weren't that many clothes that fit me, so I'm gonna wear the same thing a lot. Honestly, I wouldn't mind an entire episode where nothing happens with the plot and we just kind of wander around the ship, finding out what's there.